Hey, this is MassX with a brand new Enigma of Sepia video. Yes, EOS just released a new feature. If you look at our server maintenance details, you're going to see that we got Guardian Beast and Phantom Dragon event, Phantom Cave, Beast Dungeon, Shikigami Power Enhancement, and some new Beast Privilege packs, as well as some boss fixes. But what we're going to focus on today is this Guardian Beast new development in the game. So let's cut right to it. If you go to Void Rift, open that up, and on the left hand side you are going to see now Beast Development War of Soul Court. Open that up, and this is what you're going to be playing to get resources for these Guardian Beasts, and there's going to be specific requirements for each. There's going to be daily rewards, which you're going to of course want to claim, as well as rewards for finishing chapters and subsequent rankings on how you do. Now, it's really pretty simple and not very different from other areas of the game. Now, what you're going to see, you're going to start at 1 for each floor and go through, and there's going to be certain requirements. So Mastery Guild gets a plus 15%, Legend Guild gets a minus 30%. So what you do is you just click on it, and if you want to be lazy, you can always just do a quick, and you're going to see it's going to fill you up with all Mastery Guilds there when you do that. Now, one of the things I recommend is you can only use something once while doing this. So for instance, let's just say you have other areas that your characters aren't as powerful enough. You may want to take somebody out of this, even though they may get a hit in another area. It still may be worth your while. In addition to that, if you don't think you need your Shikigamis, you may just take those out. And if you don't think you need a domain that's good, you can just take that out. But it is that simple. You're going to go in, you're going to challenge, and you move on. I'm still at the early levels because I just woke up and this was added. And it's just going to increase, of course, in difficulty as you proceed. So, like I said, you can just quick it if you want. For me, I've been taking the Shikigamis out and using them later on, and as well as putting my lower domains first, challenge, go in, and pretty much rinse and repeat. But you're going to want to do this to get today. If it is open on your server as of now, you're going to want to get as far as you can so you can get as much rewards as possible. Why? Because what you get from these is what is important. If you go into Temple, you are now going to see that there's a new area that is opened up called Servitor. When you click on that, you are now going to have the ability for these beasts. And there's commons, elites, rares, epics, legendaries, and mythicals. And you get these by getting the resources from before to level them up, as well as to summon them. And there's two different summons: the normal summons that use these purple looking moons, and there's premium summons that use these yellow looking moons. And basically you can attach these characters to one of your main heroes, and basically they can add additional effects to those. Now again, this is early, so I haven't been able to completely level up, but like for right now, you can see we have the bipolar twins. It's described as a buff passive, and you can see the breakdowns of what they're going to give you. For instance, for this character, if the hero's health is below 50%, increase evasion by 5%. When the health value is below 15%, add an additional 5% dodge, and that will increase as the level goes up. And you're probably going to ask, how do you level them up? Well, you go to training, and in training you're going to be able to use these purple items that you are going to get from the other area, and gold for training, and you can level up through there. And then when you hit each 100 as it appears, then you will need dupes to be able to move to that next level. As you can see, you're also going to get base attributes on there, as well as some elite stats, all things that are going to help your teams out. So it's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and go through some of these. Then we have Remibo for instance, is a revive heal when damaged, reduce the attacker's critical rate by 10% for 2 rounds, and apply the deafness effect to all enemies for 2 rounds. At the same time, increase the boost effect 2 rounds for our highest attacking power of 1 unit. And what is deafness? Damage reduction by 15%. That's nice. Cheer up, attack increased by 5%, damage bonus increased by 10%, unable to be dispersed, and that minus 20% crit rate. And of course, these are going to be able to level up more and more as you proceed, and there's more as you continue. So there is another trait, a passive skill that each of these characters will get, and a secondary passive skill that will go on. I guess I should say a third passive skill. But it's that simple. And of course, you're going to get points for opening these up more and more. And I pulled a little bit on it. There was a $9.99 pack that I went ahead and got, and that's what allowed me to get, let's get back to this, summon, to get some of these premium summons for the epics. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this opened up so we can also look at this and see what it does. Okay, we're going to skip the animation to get through this quicker. So far I haven't. There we go. There we go. Let's go ahead. Advancement successful. So it looks like you can go ahead and be able to increase your capacities on this. And as with lots of other areas, you're going to be able to, as you pull, you're going to get summon points to get more stuff. Now, once you get 10 shards of one of the mythicals, you are going to be able to summon them by clicking that button. That will summon them, and that will put their effect onto the field. And of course, you're going to have to do the same thing before. You're going to have to train them. You're going to probably need dupes to get it up. And for what it looks like for the mythical, it is going to be a team-wide passive buff. You'll still have to attach it to a character to follow, but as you can see with this one, when the hero wearing this unit unleashes their anger skill, they add a blessing effect 2 rounds to all their units. And as I said, you just go in for training, you click that, they're trained, but then you're going to need a dupe to get it up. So this is going to be a really long process in the game, but an easy process and another way to manipulate your characters on the field. So I highly recommend putting this into your daily regiment. When it opens up on day 1, get as far as you can so you're able to maximize what you will be getting from the game and play through that and just add it to your rotation. Pretty simple stuff there, but again, just when you think you're getting a break, they bring to you something new, which in some ways I really appreciate, because you can really, even though people may have similar team comps, the way you can manipulate them, be it now through these beasts or through other methods in the game where you can really change aspects of your character. So somebody may be playing a certain character on the field, but could be playing it completely different because you don't know what they have on there. Because when you look at your heroes these days, I mean, everything from the Kabbalah tree can change how you manipulate a character, around what gears you're using. Soul guards, of course, change that up. Now you have beasts. There's so many ways to really personalize your character for gameplay that it does make it more interesting. And even though team comps may look similar, they could be completely different in the background, which you can't see. So make sure you're on that. Start doing the beast mode, another way to manipulate and build up your teams and characters. And with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.